On November 10, 2023, about 7 a.m., the police initially responded to what appeared to be a death investigation at the residence of Jolyan and Melissa Silvera. After the autopsy report, it was revealed that Mrs. Silvera had not died from natural causes, but as a result of possible gunshot wounds. As a consequence, the police elevated the investigation into a murder investigation. Despite public speculation, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in its commitment to transparency, swiftly launched a thorough investigation to address any concerns of a cover-up. For transparency to be maintained, the matter was reassigned to the Major Investigation Division, MID. Several lines of inquiry were drawn during the investigative process, and having satisfied ourselves that there is sufficient evidence to mount a viable prosecution, as a consequence, consultation was made with the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution, who concur with our findings. Jolyan Silvera, the husband of the deceased Mrs. Melissa Silvera, has been taken into custody as a suspect in this case. This significant development is a testament to the dedication of the JCF in serving the public and upholding the principles of being a force for good. The JCF remains resolute in its commitment to transparency, justice and public safety. We understand the concerns of the public, and this update is provided to assure that our work is ongoing and focused on seeking the truth. I extend my deepest gratitude to the key stakeholders who have played pivotal roles in the exhaustive and meticulous process of unearthing critical evidence. During the investigation, several lines of inquiries were explored with the support of several entities. These entities include the Institute of Forensic and Legal Medicine, the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution, the Major Investigation Division team, Counterterrorism and Organized Crime, CTOC, the Technical Services Division, TSD, National Intelligence Bureau, NIB, the St. Andrew North CIB, the Area 5 Crime Officer, the ACP and team from CIB headquarters, and all other key stakeholders. We encourage anyone who may possess valuable information related to this investigation to assist us in our pursuit of justice. Your cooperation is critical in helping us to better piece together the puzzle. Your trust and collaboration play a vital role in upholding the values of justice and security that we strive to provide. Together we can ensure that our communities remain safe and justice prevails. If you have any information, please contact our dedicated hotlines at 119-311-811, the Major Investigation Division at 876-758-5048, or visit our nearest police station.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what one, a blessed and wonderful Friday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Friday, the day when Mr. Smile upon some of the ones and ones them pocket. And of course, it's the official start of another weekend. Usually back in the days, weekend used to mean relax, cool out, party, enjoy ourselves and get ourselves ready for another work week. Right now, weekends in Jamaica simply means stay in, because the knackies and clappies them out in all their glory. So whilst traversing these streets from Moran Point to Negril Point, continuously look out on a corner here cause the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah man, and safe travel pon the gravel. Now make we get to the meat of the matter right away. Now on your screen is former Member of Parliament for Western St. Mary, Jolyan Silvera, being whisked away by the police. Now, me no want nobody start clap. Me no want nobody start say good work. Of course, it's a good spot of work still. But we no want nobody get them hopes up too high. He was taken into police custody. He was not officially charged for the offense as yet. But he is in police custody and he is the main and only suspect. So it's a step in the right direction. But as Jamaicans, we have to understand and remember, let's not be shallow-minded. But remember, we are dealing with politicians. Yeah, man. Them will find a little way for wiggle through one little part in the law to make him walk off with a possibly slap on the wrist for possibly a manslaughter charge. We have seen it happen with criminal elements. What says a noted politician? So let's not celebrate and have a victory chant as yet. Let us see and watch how the politics are going to get themselves involved in the investigation of the police force. But let's see what will happen. Now on your screen is another picture of Jolyan Silvera at his wife's funeral. I've heard many said that he put on a show at the wife's funeral. He was just making a face but not crying. But I do believe that he was sincerely crying. But crying about what? Certainly not about the passing of his wife, but he's probably there envisioning himself behind bars and shedding tears on the account of that. Probably saying to himself, look how me try to cover up this thing here. Me dash with the bed, me retile the house, me paint over the house, me do a complete refurbish. And the police them still out for grab me. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. But what shows favoritism the most, if it was a regular member of Jan Public, he would have been behind bars whilst being investigated. But when you is a politician, a uptown youth, we born and grow up in a luxury and have all the family connections, them have to investigate you first. And when them get enough evidence, that is when them come arrest you. But that is how it should be done with everybody right across the board. But in Jamaica, boy, may I tell you, I guess, but anyway, make we continue.
Look at this crime scene. Dumby holding 8 West. Can't go me yard. Man them from the street I say more than one man get shot up. They don't know, so me have to go wait after this, cause crime scene. Me can't go in unless me have to go way down from Bernal Lodge main road and cut across the gravel for going to Phoenix Park.
Now, as it relates to that knockings and clappings, I have the actual video of the police engaging the criminal elements in a brazen shootout along Dumby Walden Main Road. But of course, it is not YouTube friendly, so I will most definitely be posting that video on my Instagram page and on the Spot News Media 876 on Instagram. Now, anyway, make we get into the meat of the matter. Now on your screen is a old dirty kind of boy identified only by his alias in the criminal underworld as GangBang. Yeah man, GangBang is said to be a reputed contract knackies and clappies who was among 2 men who was fatally taken out by the police during a blazing gun battle. The police, of course, I don't know, Officer Yeman Pick and team from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, that's CTAC. The knockings and clappings took place over there along the Dumby Holding Main Road last night, that's Thursday. Yeah, man. Now, Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP in charge of Crime and Security, Fitz Bailey, stated that the now deceased, the criminal element presently on your screen, is a prolific contract killer known by his alias as GangBang. DCP Bailey stated that GangBang's loss of life resulted from a running gun battle which started in Spanish Town and ended in Greater Portmore. Now, following the knockings and clappings, 2 9mm pistols were recovered, he further disclosed. The DCP also stated that the man has been on the police radar for a mighty long time, as he is known to be involved in the knockings and clappings and also the burial of the siblings presently on your screen, 20-year-old Kenrick Moody and his sister, 22-year-old top criminal too, Kenisha Moody, both of Grangeville in Westmoreland. That took place in December of 2023. They were both seen in a viral video in a shallow grave after their life was taken. Their lives was taken reportedly over money gain through scamming. DCP Bailey also stated that GangBang was previously arrested and charged during the investigation of the gang leader Jolyan Wilson, but the case was dismissed by the court in 2020. However, Jolyan Wilson was sentenced to 26 years in prison. Now we are going to hear from the head of the St. Catherine South Police Division as he also weighs in on this blazing knockings and clappings that ended the life of the prolific contract knockers and clappers. Listen.
They opened fire on the team returned fire. A running gun battle ensued. Thereafter, 2 persons were injured, later pronounced dead at hospital. 2 weapons seized from those persons. The information we have at hand is that they were on way to commit a murder in the Linslip area. And so it ended here.
That was the voice of the man in charge of the St. Catherine South Police Division, that's Senior Superintendent of Police, Christopher Phillips. Now, the last thing that we are going to talk about is the update on that senior paralegal that was gunned down by a contract knockers and clappers along Washington Boulevard yesterday morning. Now, the senior paralegal was taken out in a hail of bullets in her car along Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew yesterday morning. The deceased woman presently on your screen has since been identified as Sandra Risden of Nunes, Schofield and Company. Sandra Risden had been employed at that company for over 34 years. The official police report suggests that Sandra Risden was traveling alone in a grey Toyota Corolla along the roadway when reaching a section of the Washington Boulevard and Aldine Drive. A motorcycle along with 2 men aboard approached. It is said that the pillion rider reportedly pulled a firearm and opened gunfire, hitting Risden all over her upper body. A police corporal who was driving his private motor car and witnessed the incident gave chase of the criminal elements. It is said that the gunmen reportedly pointed their firearms at the lawman, and in fear of his life, the police corporal pulled his service weapon and fired at the criminal elements whilst continuing the pursuit. It is stated that upon reaching the intersection of Washington Boulevard and Savannah Avenue, the pillion rider once again pointed his firearm and fired at the lawman, who then aborted the chase. The assailants then escaped in the area. It is unknown if any of the criminal elements were injured. Sandra Risden was rushed to the hospital where she was unfortunately pronounced, you know what? Yeah, man. Really, really sad, my peeps. But this is Jamaica, the land of wood and water, but also the land of the knockis and clappies them, where we come near your food and broke the plate as long as the price is right. Yeah, man. Now over there in Western Jamaica, the Westmoreland police, swift action led to the apprehension of one of the suspects in the brutal choppings of this 19-year-old, presently on your screen, identified as Enrico Chambers. He's of a top road address in Little London. His choppings took place on Thursday morning. Commander for the Little London and the Grill Police Station, Deputy Superintendent of Police, that's DSP Shawnagay Mitchell, stated that the 18-year-old suspect was nabbed shortly after the incident. The Deputy Superintendent also stated that a male suspect who happens to be 18 years old is now in the custody of the police in relation to the loss of life of 19-year-old Enrico Chambers. The police stated that they were able to apprehend him shortly after the incident took place. The police stated that a manhunt is now underway for the second suspect, who is still at large. She stated that they are still looking for the second suspect involved in that loss of life. Meanwhile, the lawmen took the opportunity to encourage the youngsters to find more amicable solutions to solve conflicts. Yeah, man. A word to the wise. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.